Hey, this is your brother, G World 7 Space D, and making this video on the 3rd of July. Tomorrow's the 4th, and unfortunately, in many of these neighborhoods, it's gonna feel like Beirut or Afghanistan because of constant explosion of fireworks. And right now, I'm actually hearing it outside, even though I have my windows closed and the air conditioner on. And that's something. But yeah, tonight I really want to truly discuss the outright dumb buffoonery that's going on within the black community. I may touch on some other stuff besides that, but I mentioned before last time moving things around when I was on YouTube. It is too much of what you call buck dancing and cooning going down on YouTube. There's individuals who are very toxic to the black community and to our struggle. You have people like a Tommy Sotomayor who has a pretty large following, but the guy is anti the black community, he's anti black women. And you have people like Synthetic G, said G, who's anti black men. We don't need that, man. We really don't need that during this time and age. You we're facing problems globally. In Israel, where the black people there, some of the black women there are told to get sterilized to try to prevent them from having more children. Then others they're kicking out of the country or want to kick out of the country. And then you have the issues of black people going into Europe, how they try to go to Europe, going through Libya, and then get to a boat to go to Italy, and then some of them try to escape to France or Germany, which the French police would catch them and then send them back to Italy. And then meantime, Italy would send them back home to their African nation or back to Africa. And then it's supposedly that there's an agreement by the Italians to working with the Libyans to stop and catch Africans from coming into Europe. So we're just like all over the planet, but instead we're very tribalistic and arguing amongst ourselves. Man, that's not gonna get us anywhere. White folks and other people can argue amongst themselves, but like I always said, they can form like Voltron and form that blazing sword to defend themselves. But we don't do that. We're too busy. Black people here have issues with black people in Africa. Black people in Africa have issues with us here. Then you have black people in the Caribbean. You have black people in South America and Central America. And we ignore the black people in Australia and the Pacific Islands. We're all over the planet, and India. So everywhere you go, indigenous people, which are us, are facing hell on this planet. I don't understand our black politicians when we have so many issues going on in our community that we don't focus on our issues. We're too busy globalizing other people's struggle, but not our struggle. And I'm all for the globalization of black struggle, but why are we focusing on other people's struggle? And it really boggles me when I hear about John Lewis, Maxine Waters worrying about immigration, but they're not talking about issues that affect the black people in this country. They're voted by the black population in this country from the areas that they're from, but yet they do not have but they do not really speak out on issues that are for the best interest of us. I can remember speaking with a individual who got mad at me for calling out John Lewis, calling him a coon, which he is. Well, he marched through he marched with King. He has every right to bring up King. I said, no. Stop bringing up Dr. King name. He's using and pimping Dr. King name. Every time this guy does something, he brings up Dr. King name. She thought it was okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. He's pimping the man name out, and he's doing things I don't think King would be doing. King was speaking on black issues when he was assassinated. John Lewis is not speaking on black issues. Illegal immigration has nothing to do with us. It really doesn't. It doesn't affect us for the most part. But yet, he cannot really speak on issues on the racist education system, you know, the gentrification that's happening all around the country. You need to focus on that instead of talking about illegal immigration. But yet, this is what these black coons are doing. They do not speak for the best interest of black people. And obviously, they're being paid off. I believe Sharpton, who's a coon, who said nothing against Obama during his administration. Oh, I refuse to speak out against him. He never did. Because he was the first black president. Even though this Negro during his administration, Obama's administration, it was Hillary Clinton, Secretary of State at the time, who wanted to go after Muammar Gaddafi and to kill him. That was under Hillary Clinton's Secretary of State watch, under his watch as the President of the United States, that they went after Muammar Gaddafi and murdered the man. And now look at Libya today. And black folks are enslaved. They're being sold for what, like $400? Are you crazy, man? You don't hear that from any of these Negro politicians because they don't want to say nothing critical on the mulatto coon who's in office. Our people messed up in damn head, man. We're not going to get anywhere until we wake up, not only regionally, but internationally as a people. We got to understand that we have no friends, period. Black folks have no friends. You are what you have. I mean, there's individuals who may try to help you, but as globally, internationally, we have no friends. Black folks, I remember looking at a piece where a black man is in El Salvador, and he's talking about being called nigger. There's a black man in in Colombia being called nigger, and all these other Spanish-speaking countries, even in Europe. A lot of these black folks who grew up in Liverpool, talking about how racist as hell Liverpool is and how they were called nigger. The word nigger is all over the damn planet. It's even in Australia when people call them black folks niggas, where they Aboriginal blacks or African blacks who parents migrated there. You know, so we're catching hell global. We don't have time to help out other people. Now, we need to help ourselves out first and do better for ourselves before we start talking about coming together with other groups and trying to do things for other groups. But these other groups don't respect us. Hell, why should they respect us? We don't even respect ourselves, man. So this is really something I wanted to say, I had to say, because this is too much buffoonery that I'm seeing, not only on YouTube, but just within the black community all over. Not only all over the United States, but globally. We make excuses for not loving ourselves. You have people like Chrissy who talking about preserving, no, not preserving, promoting dark skin but not preserving it. That sounds really stupid. Like I mentioned before, that sounds really stupid. You don't want to preserve dark skin, you just want to promote it. So your magazine is just about promoting dark skinned women. But you don't want to preserve that dark skinned beauty. You just talking about go mate whoever you can mate with, so you can create a group of light-skinned kids who you complain about on a constant basis because you just want to promote dark-skinned women like you want to promote that stupid ad, Spanish ad, where they showed this white man, this little black woman, she's probably African, intimate with each other, which is not nothing to promote, because all that's doing is promoting the bleaching out of you. You say you love dark skin, why would you do something to destroy dark skin in this future line? To me, that doesn't make any sense. It sounds very hypocritical. It sounds like you wish you want someone white yourself so you can have white children because you hate what you see in the mirror. Maybe you need to realize the fact is maybe you just need to get on the treadmill and exercise, or the fact is that you probably not attracted all that attractive anyway. But yeah, you want to blame black men for not wanting your ass, saying that it's basically self-hating us. Yes, there are a lot of black men with self-hate, but also there's a lot of black women with deep-seated self-hatred of themselves. But yet, instead of taking responsibility, they want to blame everything on black men. You know, like this idiot racism, white supremacy hashtag exposed. That has to be one of the dumbest women you can hear on YouTube. All she does is rant and rave and show and just expressing her so-called emotions. She's an idiot. That woman is a first-class idiot. All she does is go around cursing and blaming black men for everything. Black men did not make you open your legs up and have them damn 5 bastard kids without a man. Black man did not tell you to go to church and worship a fake ass white Jesus. He didn't tell you that. You doing that. So no. See, it's a lot of contradictions going on. A lot of blaming. Same thing for some of these brothers, man. You know, we need to vet out some of the women that we deal with. Like, I'm a brother who try to help our sisters, and there's some sisters, you know, like, okay, if I'm actually helping her out, or she gonna go get drugs or something, or that way, you try to help out an individual, you know what they're gonna do. You get some of these individuals in the street, can I get like a dollar, this and that? Okay, you help them out, but when you help them out, what are they gonna do with the money? You know, are they gonna actually get the food, or they gonna get drugs, or what? You know, so we as brothers too need to vet out the women that we get involved with. You know, some of these women are toxic to the black community. They're treacherous. They're traitors, and they've been compromised. And they will work with white daddy to go after a black man to destroy not only black men but the black family, because they had that deep-seated self-hatred of themselves, and they'll do anything to get a pat in the head from white people. How can you sit there and talk feminism and talk sisterhood with white women, then you get mad at some white woman marrying a black man? It's very contradicting. It's showing how much of a petty, deep-seated self-hatred, psycho thinking coon Negro. It doesn't add up, man. And that type of mindset is really destructive in the black community, but we don't call that out, man. We do not call that type of behavior out because we allow that. And I feel that we talk about black men silly now, but we really don't call out black women cooning. We really don't call out black women cooning, because if you do that, you consider attacking a black woman, you're wrong, or what black men do to black women by attacking them wrong. That if you're beating up on a black woman, no. Some of these women are coons, which is why I really despise people like Angel Ramirez Jordan. Number one, his history is wrong about black people being here in America, which we were here already. Most of us was already here. Most of us were not brought over the slave ship. Slave ships did come over here, but most of us was already here, damn it. There are documentations that talks about black people already being here, and there's pictures of us already here. But yet, we continue to follow the narrative of saying that majority of us were brought over here on the slave ship. That is not true. And with all the information that we have today, all the access to information we have today, you still go with that lying-ass narrative, man. Yeah, he pushes that. He still pushes that. And then he sits up there and kisses up the black women and think that everything they do is correct, man, and right, and then never really criticize them. He allows Cynthia G to disrespect black men on a constant basis. But when black men will try to stand up and attack that woman, then all of a sudden he gets defensive and try to cut off the conversation. So next time we have those group things, when you had that, do not have him being the head of it. Do not have him being the head of it. Because he sits up there and allow that woman access and freedom to basically say negative things about the black community, particularly about black men. Yes, black men can be criticized, but black women can be too. And she is terrible. She's self-hating. You obviously, the woman's photos of the woman in a room with a white woman dressing up in sexually provocative gear. Obviously, she's an escort. She's probably a low-end escort, but Cynthia G said G is an escort. Period. For white men. The woman is terrible. She's very toxic to our community, man. We in the black community need to rid ourselves, purge ourselves of Negroes like that. The chick, she's so self-hating. She has a goofy sister who sounds like she's mentally disturbed, man. Mental health is a serious issue in the black community. You hear her sister V. Smith. That's an idiot. Who's married to a white man, has some several kids by that white man. And yeah, you want to come and start criticizing black people and get on the phone for a dumbass sister and criticizing black men? Oh, hell no. No. You can't speak on anything. You should be on your own. You should not be allowed in the black community. The same thing for Cynthia G. It's obviously this woman does not like black men. It's so obvious, man. You know Tommy Sotomayor doesn't like black women. He's a coon. We know that. But we need to call Cynthia G out for what she is as a coon. She's a coon. She's a traitor, and she's a coon. She sits up there. How can you sit there and talk about you proud to be black, but you put on this pounds of makeup on your damn face when you look like a damn clown, and you put on this wig on your head, some white woman hair or some white woman fake hair. You put this wig on your head, all this makeup, fake eyelashes, and you got nerve to sit there talking about racism, white supremacy, even though we're white devils. That's all you do. Why should I take your dumb ass serious? You are a pathetic, ignorant heifer that has no business speaking in the black community. Has not a damn reason at all to speak on anything that has anything to do with the black community. We are suffering through a lot of mess now. And yet you have this weave-wearing heifer gonna sit there and diss black men constantly. Damn, man, that's not cool, man. She has nothing good to say about black women. I can be critical of black women, which I am at times, but I know not to say all black women are traitors. I don't believe most black women are. But unfortunately, there's a segment in our community that are very toxic and need to be purged in our community. Like the bad water goes down the sewer, they need to just go away and rot away. We need to purge them out, get rid of them out of our community. They should have no say-so on anything. They need to go away. She needs to go away. So, whenever I hear that woman, and first of all, her voice sounds like someone that's like against the blackboard or had their hands on the desk and just scraping it or using their nails and scraping the desk or scraping the blackboard. That's how her voice sounds, man. It's like she's like a bad singer and the cat starts screaming, ow! That's how her voice is very annoying. Now, I know she's from the Pacific Northwest, but her voice is extremely annoying. Damn. She's annoying. She's sickening. We don't need them type of black people, man. She's very divisive. Very divisive. And those type of toxic type of black women are trying to go to Brazil too and try to push that feminism and that doggone lesbianism down the throats of black women down there. Thank goodness most of them are rejecting that mess, but they going down there and trying to promote their foolishness. No. Now I'm hearing about them holding signs talking about black men not protecting them out on the highways and expressways. You know, there's something I really want to say to that, but I'm not going to say that on YouTube. But this is sad, man. Those are very toxic individuals in our community, man. They have to go. They cannot be allowed to have a voice in our community. Unfortunately, given a voice in our community by the coon boule who kisses ass to everyone outside of our community, as well as people who are not from our community who are funding these Negroes, man. You wonder where these Negroes come from, how they get to be spokesperson for our community, and when they've done nothing. So, yeah, I'm going kind of in on said G because a woman is so toxic and she's ignorant. She's ignorant. She is the reason why dads need to be in their lives of their children, particularly daughters. We always talk about the fathers need to be in life with the son. Well, he needs to be in life with the father because I think she said she grew up in a single parent household, so obviously she has daddy issues as one. And in fact, so that's right there, strike one against the black man because she hates all black men because the daddy went in her life. I'm sorry your daddy went in your life, but get over it. Also, she probably dated because the daddy went in her life to give her no guidance. She probably dated no good brothers and passed up on good brothers, and now she want to say all brothers are no good brothers. Because she has nothing good to say about black men. The only time she highlight black men if he's feminine acting. Like she had that one on there when she was attacking Tariq Nasheed. Instead of sitting up there talking to Tariq and doing the show with Tariq and then dealing with the issue with Sarah, she had some homosexual guy in there. Tariq is loud. It's loud. Some little homosexual man on there. Instead of actually calling Tariq on the phone, talking to him privately about the matter, she goes on do a lowball diss talking about helping Sarah get an attorney. Now she's sitting there, now she's trying to play a legal attorney, saying that she can sue Tariq for what Tariq did to her in the air. Are you serious? So right there, this woman shouldn't be trusted. Then she gives out this man information recently, and his house gets, the police come swatting at his house. And yet, but she's one of the people who gave his information out. Then she gonna sit there and say, I didn't do it. And this woman should not be trusted, man. She's a traitor, she's an informant, she's a liar, and she's no different from the Klan, but before she's just a Klan person in blackface, she's a coon. She is someone that she always talks about coon, she's a coon. She's destructive. She's basically manipulating. She is dirty, and she's downright a damn female black devil, and that's what she is. It needs to be called out. All these self-hating Negro bed wenches and bed bucks need to be called out. We talk about the black men, but we don't talk about sellout black women. And right now, I have to sit up there and talk about again certain treacherous black women in this matter. And when you hear the Negro liberal defend these no good black women, like the Al Sharptons, alright, like the Reverend Jesse Jackson, like all these other Negroes, where you have Common now, well not Common, what's her name, Angela Rye, and these other little Negroes who defend these treacherous Negroes, man. You got John Lewis. You got to let him go. You got to let him go. John Lewis should have been let go in the black community. The guy is an old school coon, man. Like I said earlier, always bringing up Dr. King. What he did with Dr. King. Nigga, I don't care what you did back in 65, man. It's what you're doing today. And who said I agree with you back then in 65? I've said this before to many black people. And I'm going to say this again. Elijah Muhammad had the plan. I was not a follower of Nation of Islam. I'm not a follower of Nation of Islam today. And I don't plan on joining Nation of Islam. But the brother had the plan. He said black folks do for self. You silly Negroes didn't want to listen to him. You silly Negroes attacked him. You silly Negroes prop up Malcolm over him, which I respect Malcolm, but I respect Elijah more because Elijah was his teacher. I never would prop up the student over the teacher, but you Negroes do that. I respect Farrakhan, but I respect Elijah Muhammad more because there'll be no Farrakhan if it wasn't for Elijah Muhammad. Period. Even Muhammad Ali, there'll be no Muhammad Ali if it wasn't for Elijah Muhammad. Yes, you would have had a Cassius Clay, a great boxer, but speaking of black issues, the way he was doing that, it was a message of the most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So I give the ultimate respect to that man. I had some personal disagreements with him. And so what? But the man had the master plan. Over Drew Ali, another great brother. Marcus Garvey, obviously a great brother. But Elijah Muhammad had the plan, he put to action, and many of you Negroes would diss him and put him down, and you uphold Obama, who did absolutely nothing for you. But Elijah Muhammad did so many things for the black community, and you damn Negroes don't give him no credit at all. I'm so mad and sick on some of you tired ass black folks, man. You can blame the white man for anything and everything all you want, man. But some of the responsibility falls on us because we don't even love our damn self. If someone is screwing you around, beating you down, whipping your ass, then why would you want to continue to go back to them? We need to purge out the bad, the rotten apples amongst our own, get rid of them, and then we just call it what it is and just build with the black people who are willing to build. We need to get together collectively with these individual black folks who are willing to build, willing to come together, willing to do global economics, build amongst ourselves. Get rid of these tribal differences and just build amongst ourselves, man. Get rid of the toxic Negroes globally and just build amongst ourselves. I'm so tired of hearing you trifling ass Negroes who divisive, who don't do nothing for the black community, man. If you don't care about the black community, get the hell out, please. I'm all about black empowerment, black love. If you're not for that, get the hell out. Get out of our way. This is your brother, G World 7 Space D. Peace and love, July 3rd. Over and out. Black Power.